Hey YouTube, this is Orion making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. This is a discussion piece on magnifying glasses. I make no apologies about loving magnifying glasses. I live in a state called the Sunshine State, Queensland, in Australia, and we have an abundance of sunshine. Many days are in full sun, very little cloud cover, and I make use of that by favouring magnifying glasses, because when I use char cloth, which again I favour, I can get a ember on char cloth with a magnifying glass in about as long as it takes me to focus the sun with a magnifying glass onto the char cloth. As soon as I focus it, it embers up. That's mainly because I find it very difficult to find flint in abundance here in Australia. Over in America and in Europe, you can find flint laying on the ground. It's abundant. Flint and steel in those countries is very popular because of their abundance of flint. So therefore their bushcrafters tend to favour flint and steel. Well, I've adapted to my region and I like magnifying glasses. It has its drawbacks because as soon as you don't have the sun, basically you can't get it to work. As soon as it's a cloudy day, if you're not in full sunlight, these things don't work. That's one consideration. And at night, obviously, it doesn't work at all. But in full sunlight, you are cooking with gas, basically. It's really easy. Plus, you're also relying on char cloth. So, not necessarily relying on char cloth, but char cloth makes life so much easier. Now, I am not copping criticism, but there has been several mentions about sustainability of char cloth, and I fully understand that. I'm only trying to utilise what I have on hand. I've got a lot of spare 100% cotton at the moment. So I'm using my available resources that I've got at the moment. And I can process, I processed 4 or 5 pairs of jeans at the moment. And I think I've still got another 5 or 6. And I've got that many bags of char cloth here. I could start 1,000 fires with the amount of char cloth I've got at the moment. And I still got that many pairs of jeans. And I'm not even trying yet. Not even near the end of it. But anyway. But magnifying glasses will work on any char. If you can get char punkwood, you can get an ember on it pretty well, just as easily. I haven't tested that as such, but I'm pretty sure I could do it. Especially with these more powerful 6-power magnifying glasses. But anyway, this video is supposed to be a discussion on magnifying glasses and Fresnel lenses. And I've got a fair spread of them here. I buy my magnifying glasses off Viceroy books because He sells some really good magnifying glasses. I just got this one in today. This is his large version. I hadn't actually bought one off him before. This is the 2-inch, 50mm by 15mm thick. I'm yet to try it out in the sun, but it looks like a beauty. I just wanted to try the big one too, so it was only like $12. So not a big investment, but beautiful quality magnifying glass. That's just doing lighting up a top. It yeah, and it's yeah, quite a 6-power magnifying glass. Yeah, 50mm by 15mm thick. And as I said, it's yeah, it was about $12. So very good value. Comes wrapped in wrapped in paper, just so that it doesn't get scratched. And I always keep them wrapped in paper, put them in the little baggie, and I got a jury, Proud's jury bag here, and that's what I'm going to be keeping that one in. So that's my big one. That's the 2-inch 50mm one. So that one goes in there, all safe and secure. These are my preferred ones. These are the smaller version ones, the 38mm by 8mm thick. You've seen these work. I've done demonstrations of these. They work really well. Again, 6-power. So once you get into the 6-power ones, they're quite powerful. They get, as soon as you focus them on char cloth, they start working really well. So you get them going, get char cloth going as soon as you're going. No dramas. The next one is in the Hudson Bay. Again, 6-power, and they're along the same lines as these ones for power, like they're the 6-power. So I lump them all together. They're the premium magnifying glasses. I've looked around. You can get jeweler's loupes and that go up to 10 power, but I've never been able to really get them to work. I did get a jeweler's loupe, but it never worked for me. So I've just gone with a 6-power. I don't think you'd need much more than a 6-power magnifying glass for this sort of application. Next one is probably one of the better ideas, if anything, isn't a compass. Because if you have it hanging around your neck and just opt for the magnifying glass built into the compass, so you've got a compass and a magnifying glass. Now I had a look on, this is the Suunto compass. I had a look on the site. I couldn't find out exactly what power magnifying glass that is, but I think it's a 5-power. But I have put it out in the sun and it was the same. As soon as I focused it, it got char cloth going straight away. So out of all of them, I think this would probably be the best option to go with, because it's a compass and a magnifying glass. So you're getting that, like, multiple options, like multiple uses. So, like, you put a bit of char cloth down the bottom of that case, like I discussed before, you get a little case of char cloth, a little baggie of char cloth, which I don't know if I have or not. Should I put one down there? Yeah, I did. There it is. I've got a little bag of char cloth down the bottom there. So, you've got a little bit of char cloth down there, and you're set to go. Like, you have that hanging around your neck in that little bag. You've got compass and you've got a means of fire. So during the day, a little bit of forward thinking before the sun goes down, like, I think that's a pretty bloody good idea, personally. It's one of the better ideas that you can have. So that's the go. But anyway, Fresnel lenses. Credit card size Fresnel lens, that's actually in a little slipcase, which most Fresnel lenses now come in their little own slipcases. They never used to. You buy them in packs of 10 now. They're like about $3 for a pack of 10, as far as I know. These are probably one of the best options, value for money, that you can get. They are only 3 power, so they're not that powerful. But again, in full sunlight, as soon as you focus on char cloth, if it's good quality char cloth, it will adequately ember. Like, it'll, as soon as you focus it on, and because of they're only that size and they fit in Altoids tins on the lid, they basically take no space up and they weigh nothing. I'd be putting them in every Altoids tin that I had around, in every kit. Keep them in your wallet. Put them all over the joint. They are perfectly adequate as far as magnifying glasses go. And as I'm getting older, I've found that I had to have reading glasses on now. And if I'm ever stuck without my reading glasses, these are, I find, because I keep one in my wallet, if I'm ever stuck without my reading glasses, I just pull this out and it's just enough to help me out reading. So that's a really handy bit of gear to have around. Also, you can also buy these. And the Fresnel lenses now come in lots of different sizes, right up to A3, A1, A2. This is just a lot larger size Fresnel lens. So you can be getting them a lot bigger now. So don't know why. I bought this so that if I ever need to read a lot larger size page, and I don't have to worry about my reading glasses, I can just magnify that page, and it gives me a little bit better, fine detail. Even with my reading glasses on, I can magnify an area up and see a lot better detail with it because of that size Fresnel lens. And I've actually seen, as a side note, I've seen larger Fresnel lenses, and they had a Fresnel lens melting concrete. They had this huge Fresnel lens, and they were using the sun's rays, and they were melting concrete with it. So you can get them just a piece of plastic, and they were melting concrete with it. But anyway, that's just a discussion on magnifying glasses, and showing you a few of the glasses I've got. And I've gone a little bit silly now, you know, like I've got a fair few different types now, and I'm really impressed with this 2-inch one. I like it. I'm going to go out and give it a bit of a whirl now, see how it goes on some char cloth. But I know what it'll be like. As soon as I get it focused, it'll ember up really easy, no dramas. But I'm gonna end up buying a Nordic style striker, and this is going to go into the kit with the Nordic style striker and a new flint and steel that I wanted to get. And I'm going to buy I'm going to have the Nordic style striker, piece of flint, and this 2-inch magnifying glass in with it. And yeah, that'll be just a little traditional kit that I want. It's just separate. I'm getting into the flint and steel a little bit. I don't know. I'm having a little bit of a run on flint and steel at the moment, but yeah, I've always been fascinated with magnifying glasses, and I always like to have a few on hand. I've got a couple of these in my spare bits and pieces kit. So, and I wanted the 2-inch one just to try it out. But yeah, anyway, just a discussion piece on magnifying glasses, and I'll link all of these ones down in the description bar, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.